Queen. This is Desmond Booker, Christian dating and relationship coach, helping you go from single to successfully dating. That's right. It's your time to go from single to successfully dating. We've been talking about you are desiring to be in a relationship, but then at the same time, you're keeping yourself single. My question is, why are you keeping yourself single? Now, I want you to think about this. You're praying, you're desiring for someone great to come into your life. You're praying and desiring for somebody awesome to treat you like the queen that you are. But then at the same time, you're killing the dream and your desires by number one, the decisions you're making, right? If you know this person is not even a great person, then why would you even date that person? Do you see? So you're praying for somebody great to come into your life, but then you're just dating, quote unquote, anybody. That's how what I'm saying is that you're desiring to be in a great relationship, but then at the same time, you're doing things that is negating that or against that prayer. Okay? Choices, the choices that you're making, right? You can choose to, fix yourself up and go to this singles conference or fix yourself up and go to this singles event. But you choose to say, you know what? There's nothing going to happen. There's nobody going to be there for me. And you choose not to go. Do you see that? But you're praying that God would send you somebody. But you're hoping and waiting for somebody to come into your life. So do you see how when you are desiring to be with somebody, you're praying, but then at the same time, for whatever reason, you're making choices and you're making decisions that negate that prayer, that goes against that prayer. And so what I want you to begin to do is think about, why do you do that? Why are you sabotaging when you want to be in a relationship? So then you have to really ask yourself the question then, right? Do I really want to be in a relationship? Do I really desire to be in a relationship? Because if I do, I have to stop working against my prayer, against my efforts to be in a relationship. Okay? Another thing, if you're desiring to be in a relationship and you have nothing but single friends, and all you guys do is what? Is sit around talking about there's no good men. Girl, I've been through this again. I was dating this guy. I gave him a chance, and I don't know why I keep giving guys a chance. And so you guys are sitting around talking about the negative experiences about your dates, the negative experience that's going on in as far as you meeting men or not meeting men, the lack of good men out there, even putting posts out there, right? Putting posts. I'm going to be single for the rest of my life. There's nobody for me. And then hoorah, hoorah, right? What you're doing is you're validating that I'm going to stay single. I'm going to be single. And I just want you to really, really begin to think about this, because many of you are asking me, why am I still single? And you're wanting my help. And I want to say this, you have to quit working against yourself by the choices you're making and by the decisions. So I want you to really begin to think about the decisions you've been making and the choices that go against your prayer and your desire for the man to come into your life. This is your year for you to go from single to successfully dating, but you have to what? Stop fighting yourself. Stop even overthinking, coming up with reasons of why you can't be in a relationship. Do you know how many? There's nobody in my church. There's nobody in my city. There's nobody at my job. Everywhere I go, you're coming up with those excuses, and this is keeping you single. So my question is today is, why are you doing that? And I want you to really begin to think about, you know what? I have been fighting against myself. I'm just going to let go. And I'm going to let God. I'm just going to allow me to fall into a relationship. I'm going to allow myself to be moving in that direction. Okay. So when you begin to make decisions and choices, you have to ask yourself the question, is this moving me closer to him, or is this moving me away from him? And if it's moving you away from him, then you can't make that choice. You can't make that decision. You can't hang around them, right? Because it's taking you away from him. Okay. Remember, queens don't settle.